Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with the daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about QNT or Quant network. So as you guys know, we had a little bit of a rally last night, and of course today, like I was expecting, the market decided to do what the market does best, and that is capitalize on real world events, and pretty much is kind of capitalizing on what the Fed was talking about. A lot of things were happening with the stocks today in terms of volatility as well, so it was pretty much expected. I told you guys over the weekend that I was waiting until we do see pretty much how the stocks open on Monday, because Monday will be pretty much the key event, and it did seem to be exactly that. We see the market kind of bleeding out a little bit, and we do know that QNT, I believe that, so yeah, we actually moved up a little bit. We are sitting at number 59. We are sitting at about $181. It's a lot better than where we were at, but overall still the volume is down about 41% on trading volume. We did hit a little bit of a low at about $170, and now I'm just kind of waiting patiently for this, honestly. We have been still seeing, sort of slight, steady increases on the holder statistics, so things are still kind of looking fairly good. Nothing too crazy to really kind of report on with that. But before we fully jump on into the rest of this video, I just want to ask you guys to please leave a like on this video. It does help the channel grow immensely, and I do greatly appreciate it. You guys have no idea how much it actually does help the channel grow. Also, if you guys do want to get my exit plans, my insights, and all that kind of stuff, I just released a little bit more content on this website. I will plan on pretty much releasing a ton more throughout the rest of this month. So guys, go check out NCashOfficial.com for those insights and more. Also, the Ultimate Crusade Trading Bundle Pack, which does include everything on the website as well as all feature content for free, is on sale for 35% off until the end of this month. So definitely get in on that if you guys are interested. So with all of that in mind, let's move on and let's talk about some exciting things. So first and foremost, interoperability has been the key and the heart of all of these QNT videos, and it still continues to be that, because that is exactly what QNT is, the network of networks. The money routing protocol figured out interoperability in 2018. Patent on multi-ledger tokens is pending. Once approved, there's no way around QNT. And we do see here, to my knowledge, think of Ethereum and other blockchains as the old internets, AOL, etc. You could only view and use web pages that were on AOL. It wasn't until later with TCP/IP that you could view and communicate with other networks. Quant is the connection needed for blockchains to communicate with each other. And this is exactly how big this actually is. There's videos within this. You guys could pretty much listen in.
Been thinking about this, and we have this concept of a multi-ledger token that can exist on multiple chains at the same time and be transacted by it can be transacted by a transaction that lands on any one of the connected chains at the same time.
Yeah.
We are in the process of trying to get that patented,
and this is going to be very big. Like, we've talked about this a little bit, and let me open this in a new tab so that you guys can really kind of read it. But this is really kind of going to be the real major bridge for all CBDCs, fintechs, all of these major DLTs as well in regards to that scene. I suspect that this is going to be way bigger than what people actually think that it's going to be. And I've always said that QNT itself is pretty much the heart of the future system. If it really does get this patent, there is really kind of nowhere these major central banks and stuff are going to go for interoperability. It's going to be QNT for that gossiping pretty much protocol idea on all of these DLTs and CBDCs to really kind of communicate with one another and transact with one another. Now we also see here, probably nothing Gilbert Verdian liked Christine Lagarde's tweet 2 days ago. It was a pleasure to take part in the introduction of the new BIS Organization Innovation Hub Eurosystem Center. Now, I know what you guys are probably thinking. Yeah, well, it's just a random like. It doesn't really matter, whatever. But there's actually a little bit of a truth behind this. First off, we look here. November 23rd, Verdian liked is unintentionally telling you a secret. $250 trillion. We do see here some interesting highlights from the speech. Yes, that reads $250 trillion with a T, and this goes back to this. This is talking more so about working together to enhance cross-border payments through the Bank of England, Globalization 2.0, essentially cross-border payments. And we do see here, this is pretty much talking about $250 trillion by 2027. Cross-border payments are significant in terms of both their value and volume. So, yeah, I mean, cross-border payments are going to be absolutely massive. I've talked about this even within XRP and stuff. But the very interesting thing about this, right? This is the thing. 673 likes. And we look here. Gilbert Verdian's Twitter account has been live since January 29 and only 673 likes in 12 years. Tells you when he likes something, it has meaning to him and are likely relevant to Q&T for the likes that happened after he founded the Quant network. And I do completely agree with this. I mean, there's barely any likes from Gilbert Verdian, and I do believe that this is something that is a key aspect to really kind of note. Now, like I said, cross-border payments are a $250 trillion market, and they are expected with that by about 2027. And I suspect that this is actually going to be very large. And of course, when we're talking about multi-ledger tokens, we're talking about DOTs, CBDCs, cross-border payments in general. If Quant Network, like I said, gets that multi-ledger token patent, that's going to be huge. That means $250 trillion will most likely flow over Q&T. Now, we also do see our HSBC slash Q&T Quant Network. This is huge, and this is from Data Tracker IETF. We do see ODAP client HSBC. This is essentially confirming that HSBC is going to be a client. Now, a lot of people say old news from the last year when the draft was published. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a mock document and HSBC is merely being used as an example, so this should not be taken as a fact. And I mean, realistically speaking, it is real from the ODAP application, but it was used as an overall example. But if this does come to fruition, which I believe that it most likely will, when you're looking at HSBC, this is 40 million customers through their global businesses, wealth and personal banking, commercial banking, and global banking and markets. Our network covers 64 countries and territories in Europe, Asia, and Middle East, and Africa, and North America, and even Latin America. So, pretty big. Of course, 194,000 shareholders and 130 countries and territories. So, this is a pretty big, overall connection here, but it's nothing too, 100% solid to say, all right, well, yeah, they're working together, because like I said, this is pretty much just it's one of those things that it could be used as an example. It could just be, a thrown in name. It could be whatever. But overall, when we're talking about what is happening here, when we're talking about things that are moving very fast, I honestly don't doubt that every single bank in the world, every central bank, every major financial institution will be utilizing some sort of technology that leads back to Q&T, because Q&T to me is going to be the network of networks that will essentially bridge everything together. I know that we talk about XRP being a bridge currency, and it is just that, a bridge currency. It is utilized for on-demand liquidity. It is also used for line of credit and stuff like that. But Q&T is the network of networks that will connect all of these together to be able to communicate with one another, because without interoperability, this entire system is flawed. And we also see here connecting the dots, ECB interoperability OVN. This is actually that same exact thing that we actually seen under Nagato's tweet here, where it was connecting the dots with ECB, discloses new plans and milestones, and we could actually open this in a new tab and really kind of zoom in here. So here we have, pretty much the 15th of December 2021. This is pretty much implementing the new European Instant Payments Interoperability paradigm. Now, again, when we're looking down here, on 15th of December 2021, we're introducing an annual overledger license fee of 100 euros, applicable to all customers and developers on the platform. The license fee is payable in Q&T. Now, we do see here they're talking more so about the 15th of December, which means your license fee will not be due until the 15th of March. And again, when we're talking about what is happening, this is a significant little bit of a correlation. Could be a coincidence. It could not be. Who knows? But it is fairly interesting to take note about on what is happening. And a lot of things that we are talking about on a day-to-day basis within this market, even Q&T related, XRP related, HBAR related, whatever the asset may be, there's a lot of things that we don't see being worked on behind the scenes. So I think that when we're connecting these dots, yeah, it is significant to say the least. And when we're talking about what is happening, it is very interesting, right? So, I don't doubt that there's a lot of things being cooked up that we are just not seeing yet. We also see here Q&T is inevitable. Global scale, all verticals of all economical or economic structures. If you don't see the issue being solved for what it is, interoperability and no vendor lock-in, you don't get it. Your greed for my favorite project to win is blinding you. Quant connects, opens doors, and that is the truth. It does really, it does connect and open really, major doors for all of these DOTs and major assets to really kind of talk with one another. DOT technology is truly the future of, all of these major markets. And when we're talking about interoperability, there really is no real future to crypto in terms of cross-border payments and stuff like that without interoperability. And the reason for this is even in terms of stablecoin advancing, it just will not continue without decentralized interoperability. So we need interoperability, and with a market cap of over $100 billion, stablecoins are the backbone of the digital asset industry. And I do believe that when we're talking about, banks being involved in digital currencies, they are more so looking at stablecoins. Stablecoin adoption is growing and growing and growing at a rapid pace, and it does need interoperability. Interoperability is going to be the heart and soul of a lot of things that are moving forward on into even ISO 222. We talk about cross-border payments. We talk about everything. Guys, pay attention to what is happening within the scene. QNT, in my mind, is one of those assets that are no sell, pretty much HODL sort of assets. But of course, do your own thing. Have your own plan. Don't listen to what I tell you to do. Have your own plan. This market looks very volatile right now. It looks very, a little bit shaky from Bitcoin standpoint. We could go lower. I am watching, QNT very, very closely. We did see a little bit of an impulse all the way up to almost, $240 just yesterday alone, which was significant. But we are still back, in this range. We're still ranging in this massive demand zone until we do break over, this point. So first off, we should really kind of take note about this massive level that we still have to hold. So, until we really kind of break and hold over this point here, which is also the resistance level going all the way back to the 24th and the 25th of August, I'm not going to be too excited. Yeah, we broke over it a little bit yesterday, but look it's just a wick above. It's not actual, major strength being formulated there. That's what we really want to see for us to go actually higher in terms of value and price for QNT. So, with all of that in mind, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or beautiful night wherever you guys are in this video. With this been Nick. Peace out, guys.